a shit ton of static coming back from your boy Greg right there for a second. I'm sure he wanted to do that as a troll. I'm sure that's what he wanted to do for the beginning of the stream. It sounded like TV static. Look, guys, I'm ecstatic to be with you tonight. And Greg, he's just, he's bubbly because he's fucking fizzing over there with that sound, dude. It sounds like a soda machine. He's a fucking DJ over here. I had this idea for a DJ. I was telling him about it. I was thinking what you have to do as a DJ, you have to like have this song and like throughout the whole drop, you just start like spraying the crowd with smoke to the beat and you just excessively throughout, but rhythmically do it. And we had some unique names for this specific DJ set. You know, what the DJ would be called, I don't know. But a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke, if you will. Godge, Greg of Jericho. How you doing this fine evening?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. There we go.
Absolute cinema.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. And boom. Okay, we're back.
Okay, that's okay. That's a nice name there. Cheers.
What you got there? I don't think it's wine.
That was the rest of it, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to gatekeep it.
Why would you do that to me?
It was tea.
It was tea?
Yes.
I'm assuming this is something you don't want to reveal on air.
Why not?
I don't know. It seems like you're gatekeeping it.
Perhaps I am, because that's exactly what I said I was doing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it would seem to me that you would do so for a reason beyond the trolling. That's kind of my domain, not yours.
Be that as it may, we have a show for you guys tonight, okay? I actually need to open the notes for the show because I didn't have those in a separate tab yet. But look, there's this thing called the T app. I don't know if Mr. Greg here has heard about it. Now, you know, I don't have like a whole article for that, but I'm just going to tell you what's going on with it here in a minute. We probably will look up an article or something and I might just read some of it. But it's just more about the levels of over we're at right now with this. The levels of doomer. Maybe the incels were right. Okay. You know, I know Mr. Greg and I had some black pill chats, you know, whether you should fall into it or not. You said what? Doom metal?
Black metal? Doom metal? Aussie reference?
Oh. This is absolute cinema chat. So look, we are doomed. We are not so back. We are so black. Okay. But here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of drama, a lot of media stuff. You know, there was that Coldplay concert CEO guy that I don't think, I don't know if it happened before the last stream or not, but it happened at some point recently. I guess we'll talk about it, right? Yeah. Pedro Pascal, why does he have all this anxiety around a specific woman in the Fantastic Four movie? Why is he so grabby with her? Why is he not so grabby with Bella Ramsey? I wonder. Maybe because she's going to be a father. Okay. Now, Coca-Cola, they're going to add a new cane sugar variety. I mean, we already had Mexican Coke, but now we may in fact have more. We may have 2-liter bottles of Coca-Cola with natural sugar. Perhaps. Or maybe they'll just do cans like Pepsi. I don't know.
I really hope.
We got a new Vince Gilligan show coming tomorrow. Maybe a trailer. I don't know. I don't know if it's the real show, but it's a new Vince Gilligan show. Bravo, Vince. Okay. Trump was on South Park. That's crazy. We're going to talk about that. Was it funny? Was it ass? You're going to find out tonight. We're going to be the official arbiters of this. I know Mr. Greg probably hasn't even watched the new South Park, but I will be the official arbiter of this.
I've seen a clip of it.
He will be a partial arbiter of this, but I will be the end arbiter. I will be the decider of what is real. All in this and more. Probably just most of this. Maybe a little more. If I'm feeling it after, maybe a little more. Maybe I can give you the load I had already planned on. The biggest load you have ever seen, and then maybe a little more right after that. Okay? All of this and more on the podcast.
Podcast ever.
The podcast ever.
Osborne.
How's your week been, Mr. Greg?
Pretty interesting.
Really? Tell me about it.
Oh, like right now? Okay. I'll take the silence as a declaration of confirmation. Oh shit. Anyway, so I was at the gym earlier today, and I was leaving. I was leaving the gym. I had finished doing what I do at the gym, and I ran into no.
Speak up.
I was at the gym the earlier today, and I was leaving. I'd finished what I had done at the gym, and then I ran into an old buddy as I was walking out. So we hung out for a bit.
Which one?
Not gonna say names.
No description that would tell me who it is.
Catholic guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure I get that.
Probably wouldn't.
You got to put it in the secret chat, not the public chat. I've accidentally done it to where I put a secret chat message in the public chat, and that turned out bad. It didn't really. I just put like, hey, starting in a minute or something, or can you hear me? I think it was, can you hear me?
It sounds like a cry for help.
You got to find the secret chat. Oh, the private chat's to the bottom left. Chat, don't worry.
You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know who it was if I told you the name, though. Like, I've always described him as Catholic guy or Orthodox guy. That's kind of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it? That's your whole week? That was the whole interesting week?
Today. That was most recently. What else happened today? What else happened this week? Hey guys, I guess that's it.
Oh, well, anyway, look, I don't know if have you heard of this T app?
No.
There's this T app in which they're giving a woman only base the ability to write anonymously about information and warnings about men to spot red flags and get feedback. So I take it that if you go on a dating app and you see a guy and you're like, let me vet this guy. Now you're going to go to this app where you get all of the women available that have met with him or talked with him. And they're going to tell you exactly their feedback. It's like a rating system. And you know who's the best at giving feedback? You know who's the best at giving you proper information about reality? Exclusively women. And so this is going to be the best app ever, guys. So we're going to take a look right here. Let me share it for you. Let me have my Mecha Hitler that's still there on my as my profile photo.
Sad Blacketh.
It's okay. It's balanced out because you're Ozzy Osbourne. It's balanced out with Mecha Hitler. Okay.
I guess, yeah.
So this is Feared Buck. or Fearbuck, who's tweeting out, T is now the number one app on the App Store. The number one app right now, above ChatGPT and Threads. T is a woman-only app where users anonymously share info and warnings about men to spot red flags and get feedback. I think this chick's like from the Babylon Bee or something, but this is just how I saw like one of the I think she is. I saw like her tweet on this, so I was just like, okay, let me just come here and see a woman's perspective, because we have women only, right? We need a woman's perspective here. See, she says this is straight up demonic. Absolutely no one should be allowed to create public profiles about you to crowdsource your deeply personal information and dating history. That was pretty obvious of a statement, but that's where I saw it, so I thought I'd pull it up. But anyway, here's the thing. That's not how most people, especially those that download this app. I mean, obviously, most of the people that download this app are doing so because they are entrenched in the current culture of, let me meet every person through an app, right? You know, that's just where we are. And so now they get the ability to vet. Now, will they do that with the absolute Chad that has all the money in the world? I don't know. But they're definitely going to do it on a guy maybe they're a little unsure about. And maybe, you know, they don't have the best experience in person. Do you think that'll dictate how they talk about that person on this app and the rating? You know, honestly, sharing info is pretty broad. It's not just warnings. If the guy gives off negative aura, don't you think this is more like his performance is literally just rated in general? That can't have any negative consequences on how guys interact with women. I don't think so. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. We've left the field of, you know, meeting people with real life interactions where you have some sort of, I guess, feeling of assurance that this isn't a crazy person, or that you can just talk to somebody normally and just feel good about that interaction, have some level of trust in that person, that we've come to this. And yeah, I don't know. This is quite the signal that we're no longer in that same world. I don't know, you know?
I mean, so what I was thinking is, wouldn't this already exist in a decentralized form anyway?
Through like in-person talking?
No.
If you were to say like you have social
No, I mean,
circles?
even like online, like through like Instagram chats, or like if you're particularly, you know, active in any kind of a social media kind of community and someone knows you, that it could just be spread there. I mean, so the main issue is really that it's centralized.
Yeah, but
and
this
that
is like,
at least the main
well,
purpose of the
no,
app, it seems.
right. But like this is like targeted at, I mean, essentially gamifying the interactions that they have, and like who can say what, right? You know, now it's like, I think there is somewhat of a I guess like positive hit in the brain when you're able to come here in the first place and say something about someone. I mean, bitches be talking. Bitches love gossip, right? So I'm just thinking, man, you give them the opportunity to just do that for free and get attention for it. I mean, it's not like you're in a group chat on Instagram and you say something and maybe they ignore it. Maybe this is the purpose of it. And so this is going to drive attention to what you're saying. And obviously when attention is being driven to what you're saying, of course you're going to be saying some stuff that, I don't know, maybe exaggerated even, or maybe just something that you wouldn't have thought about in the first place. But now it's like, you're thinking about every little thing you can say on here or how you can get that attention.
Maybe.
I mean, not only that, but again, like my point being that even so, like the fact that there is this intricate review of a person means that it will deter guys from like even giving a genuine personality to the people that they're meeting, because now they're going to be on guard when it comes to this. If this is what it comes to, as far as it just being more normal to have this sort of like rating system of you, literally like all of these movies and shows and stuff, about social credit, but just in the form of like people being able to rate you through an app. Like we're literally getting to that with this. Like the idea that you're just walking on eggshells as a person. You cannot express your personality fully. It's not even about, being a good person or being a bad person or whatever. It's literally like you feel like your personality itself will just get rated on here. And thus, you're obviously going to be deterred from just being yourself, being a person that, I mean, obviously it's like we kind of already, I guess, are to an extent when we're trying to impress people, but now it's like, it punishes any sort of, I guess, unique qualities about you, even on top of the ones that maybe just weren't, as pro-social to begin with, which that is more of its own thing than just having, I guess, like, I don't really want to say the word quirks, but like, I guess unique features to yourself, or like, just being a little autistic low key, which guys just are sometimes. No thoughts on that? I mean, like you don't see how this could be perhaps a problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess he is left and needs to rejoin. I don't know how he got disconnected. I was saying you don't see how that could be like a targeted weapon. I mean, especially when like, we hear about the legal system being used in that manner because, maybe a woman regrets something she did with a guy and then takes it to, well, actually, it wasn't just me sleeping with him and then regretting it. Oh, no, he actually did this and that to me. I mean, not every instance, obviously, but like that happens. I mean, there are false allegations out there. You don't think that this kind of stuff would get thrown around on here too? It's like obviously there was an ability to do that before. I'm just saying, like you're saying with the centralization, this very much gamifies that course of action. I don't know what's happening to Mr. Greg over here.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Anyway,
You don't know what happened. You just like you passed out.
Yeah, I just kind of got deleted from existence for a second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's pretty horrifying, actually. I believe in God now.
Oh, they all
Yeah.
do.
Wait, what?
After that near death experience. Well,
Well, it wasn't
technically,
even
you
death.
had a death experience, right? Because you were just gone.
I guess. Yeah, well, if anything, I guess that should like make me not believe in God because I just saw.
Oh, because there was nothing.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, how do you know that? Maybe you
Well,
just
now
don't
I have.
remember it.
Maybe I just remembered it incorrectly. Anyway, yeah, no, this is definitely going to ruin some people's lives. I'm just saying. I guess my point is this is kind of just a logical conclusion of the way things have been.
Very true. I mean, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, like, it just drives us toward that path quicker, if anything.
Progression towards bigotry.
It brings us toward the whole thing we were talking about last time, where it's just guys are just gonna have AI girlfriends at this point. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that fucking Grok 4 thing, that the chick, I forgot her name, Annie.
Dude, she sucks.
It's gonna evolve. It's gonna get better. Guys are gonna be more into it. It's gonna like be actually not just be like e-girl meme, because it just seems like Elon is doing it as a meme, but then it's gonna become like actually intricate, actually able to respond to you in a way that you like, actually hit those sensors in your mind.
Winks suggestively. I'm never going to report you to the IRS.
Yeah. That is pretty cringe. But I don't know. I think there will be somebody that adapts this to not be cringe. And at that point, we're going to get to a new level of I don't want to say over or back. I don't know. I mean, I guess over, but not really. Like it kind of, in a sense, changes things to not be as abysmal, I suppose, but it's still pretty abysmal.
It would be an incentive for women that actually give a shit about, quite frankly, being a woman to actually not be horrible people.
I just don't know, man. I guess it's an incentive, but will it really change anything?
I think it would eventually.
Maybe. See, that's the hope.
A long time.
I just don't know. I don't know, man.
bro.
I don't know, man.
So the way things are going, things have to get like to critical levels of over before we can be so back. So we're
I
not
see
yet at
that.
critical levels of over. It's pretty over, but it's not anywhere near the pinnacle yet. So it's
Right.
gotta like before we die, it probably won't be back.
Wow. I I don't see it coming back though is the problem. Like I see
Well,
what
it
you're
won't because
saying.
we'll be dead,
Well, not
but
me. I'm
eventually
just
it
saying
will.
in general. I'm just saying in general for society. You know, I mean, I'm not even thinking about me personally because me personally, I'll either figure something out or I don't. So what, you know? But I'm just saying like overall,
Dude,
what are we
30
looking
years
at?
from now, the conservatives are going to be talking about how this is actually a conservative value. So we'll be so back.
Which one, the AI girlfriends or the T?
Both.
What?
Yeah.
Both are conservative values.
Yeah, that's how it works, dude.
Ah, it's the horseshoe theory.
Dear liberals, why is it why I can't even think of a position further left than that, to be honest.
Okay, folks, liberals say it's okay to get married to a man bot, but actually the fembot is the only logical conclusion. That's what our dear Lord Jesus Christ wants, okay? Texas Christ.
Ben Shapiro doesn't believe in Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Our Judeo-Christian tech bot nanolords.
Yeah, I had an argument about that earlier. Anyway, I was trying to think of like a further left position than like the woman social credit score thing, but I genuinely can't.
Folks,
Maybe
it's traditional for a woman to want to rate her husband, okay? We're just going back to the old times when it was okay to say that a man's a man, okay? So if a man isn't a man, then she's able to post about it, okay?
yeah, that's confusing, dude.
Look, folks, you're not understanding, okay? So the thing is that a woman should be able to post about how men are manly. This is going to incentivize men to be more manly, folks, because men aren't stepping up, frankly, right now. I mean, they're going to go jerk off to their AI Elon Musk chatbots, but, you know, the ones that aren't doing that are going to actually be the alpha trads, you know, that we've needed for this whole time.
Real.
You know, so I don't
I'm
know,
glad
man.
I'm a conservative.
Yeah, I love maintaining the values and order of society and never letting that go. I mean, without us, I mean, the liberals would have it their way. I mean, women would be able to rate men as much as they are now, except for they could also men that aren't men. They could also rate men that are women. See, folks, the thing is, this is a women-only app. Now, under our Judeo-Christian nanobot tech lords, okay, we're gonna make it so that only women, only biological women can join this app and rate men. Biological men, okay? That's the conservative value of this year.
Well, here's the thing, though. Let's think about this logically here. If you get that much hate on that app, assuming it doesn't get the criminal level, wouldn't that just be a flex at that point?
I mean, I suppose in a sense. I mean, if I were reading reviews of myself, I think I'd probably be laughing pretty hard.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they are, it would be pretty funny. But you know, the thing is, then it's not really perceived that way to women. You know what I mean? But I guess you just get the ones that aren't on the app. You know. The main issue is just that more and more are trending in this direction, and this app isn't helping. You know, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll make it, guys, because if you can't do this, if you can't behave in a society properly, right, you don't deserve to even be in a relationship, okay? And that's why CEO Andy Byron of Astronomer was placed on leave and then resigned. The guy at the Coldplay concert.
What?
The guy that ducked the cameras as soon as he saw that he didn't see this video? Are you like the only person that hasn't seen this shit?
I think I've seen the video, but I had absolutely no context to what I was looking at.
Okay, well, there actually is audio, so let me unshare and reshare. Dude, I actually hate that you can't just go to another like tab and it just shares the audio. Like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell, LeBron James?
All of these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Either having an affair was very sharp. Yeah, all of these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what?
So he made it way obvious that he was having an affair by even doing that to begin with. I feel like if they had just done that, there was a chance that the guy's wife wouldn't even have found this because it wouldn't have went viral.
The only issue is that the woman would have to not overreact to. Well, actually, you could probably spin that as like she's just shy. That could work, yeah. Like
yeah, exactly. Shy. And he could just like wave to. He should have. Hold on. Let me stop screen sharing here. She could have turned around and like held her face, and he could have just went like, like that. Maybe that still would have blown up a little bit if he had done that, but I mean, not to this level. They probably wouldn't have even gotten. He wouldn't have had to resign the company. Now, Astronomer is a data orchestration platform enabling teams to build, run, and monitor data pipelines at scale.
What does that even mean?
I think we need to call a specialist on this one. Hold on. Something tells me he's not going to answer.
I hope it's who I think it is.
Please leave your message.
Yeah, no, he didn't answer. He's up. Usually he picks up. Let me try one more time. I'll put on. Yeah, I have to. Because the thing is, I don't understand what that even means either. I mean, if I'm guessing, it's like spreadsheeting or something. It's what it sounds like. This is like a bad guy to call in an emergency if you don't already know. He never picks up. I mean, I say he usually picks up, but that's like recently. He usually, like before that, wouldn't pick up. No, he didn't. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. So yeah, I mean, like he's answered, bro. It was bro. I was trying to call bro. He's picked up the last few FaceTimes I've done because Mr. Greg and I would call him, you know, just at the local hole, the drinking hole. We would call him, be like, yo, what's up, man? And it would be really loud, and we just show him around, you know, what we're doing. But yeah, no, bro would know this. Bro would be like, oh, bro, okay, you see, so orchestration platform data means that you basically are putting together all of this information for the customer to look at, and you're letting them use the pipeline, which means you're letting them look at the information, okay? And so basically they can log in and look at that information that you gave them. That's exactly what he would say to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's about it.
I think I know.
Okay. So apparently the CEO guy, he was put on leave. Then he resigned. So I don't know if that was them pressuring him to, but the HR lady was just put on leave, but she's still on the payroll. She usually get canned.
Well, she was a victim of his position as a higher up.
He was in a higher position. than her. He manipulated her clearly. I mean, you know, this power structure between this boss and his employee is just sick. It's just sickening. I mean, one thing we can say though that he did do was keep a large age gap that would have been predatory. I mean, clearly they were of the same age range. So that was that going. She might have even a bit older than him looking at her. But let's pull up this tweet I found. Okay. Oh. Apparently it's another angle that we missed somehow.
That does not look good.
I something tells me that isn't like 100% real. Oh. But they faked it so well. This is actually really well faked if it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go too deep in the comments because I felt like it was probably going to be some OnlyFans chicks promoting or something. Dude, I'm sick of that shit. Fucking every time I see some interesting tweet, like I look at the comments and I'm like, I want to see the conversation on this. And it's these whores shelling their content. They're like, oh, but if there's any woman in the post like, oh, my breasts are bigger than hers, or oh, I'm the one that looks better. Like, oh, she can't be, bro. I am fucking.
They'll be reaching for literally any kind of segue, even the most like distant segue possible, and they'll put it in there.
I am sick of it because it is so annoying. I just want to see conversations on the internet. If I wanted to look at that, I'd look it up myself. I'd do what Kanye does and go find it on Reddit for free. No, that's what I do. I'm not going to pay you. You said what?
For that.
You could have a what?
A Reddit account.
Well, I don't care. I'm just saying. You get my point. There's no world in which I'm going to pay them for this.
Did you see what the Turk posted in Instagram?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he pinged me in it, and he asked me, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I was in public too, so I was like, let me see what's going on here. He pinged me for it, so it must be important. Bro, that guy almost annihilated me socially with that post that I opened in public. That was not good, dude.
What was it?
It was straight up like that shit, basically.
Damn.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Were you around your Orthodox friend?
No. This was like.
Why'd you say Catholic and then Orthodox guy?
Oh, he went to Orthodoxy.
Oh, but you didn't open it in front of him.
No. This was like 2 days ago or something like that.
Were you hanging out with somebody else? What were you doing?
I don't want to specify, but it was in the position where if that was seen on my phone, it would definitely not be advantageous for me. We'll just put it at
you
that.
Would be asked to resign as CEO.
Yes, I definitely would.
You'd be placed on administrative leave.
I opened
and then asked to resign.
I opened it, and there's like a little like thing for a second where it's like, okay, it's a little suggestive, but nothing too horrible. And then it opens up, and it's like, Jesus,
I'm gonna need to see this.
Explicit.
I need to see this.
Hold on, let me see where I can find it.
But anyway,
you should this guy, he pinged me. That's all. Where you find it?
All right, hold on. Let me find it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this. Is it in the big chat?
Yeah. The reprisal.
I don't see him mentioning you unless I'm just I misspelled your handle. Yeah, you got a long handle, man.
Bro, it's 2 words.
Oh, what do you think about this? And then just call me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo, how's this on Instagram?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Bro.
It's still on Instagram too.
Bro. This is straight up This is just straight up everything. It's everything. And it's not even just everything. It's like intense.
Dude, it's like a compilation of everything that you shouldn't be opening in public.
God. Dude, they're really creaming.
Let,
Call
Let
them
me-
corn the way they're creamed.
let me rephrase this, bro. I was in a position where if that was seen on my phone, it would be incredibly disadvantageous for me.
Is there no audio? I'm trying to play it out loud. I don't hear anything.
I think there is audio, yeah.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, Instagram's sometimes kind of gay like that, where you have to like tap the screen like several times to like get the volume on.
No, I don't have any volume on here.
I thought there was volume when I first saw it. Well, when I first
Yeah,
saw
maybe
it,
you got muted.
but the second time maybe.
Maybe you got muted for terms of service, but they just didn't take the post down.
Why would that be what they're focused
Maybe it
on?
was like, oh, it's copyrighted material.
Oh my god!
And that's why they're like, oh, the audio. Maybe there was Disney music in the background.
That would have been hilarious, actually.
All right, so which one are you picking? Is that what he's trying to ask you? He says, what do you think about this? Is he trying to ask which one you're picking?
Oh, there is no audio.
Yeah, there is no audio.
Bro, that is just a lot, dude. That is a lot. Oh man. It's like there's like no subtlety whatsoever.
How is this even available? Again, like
Other what code name I'm gonna use for him? Prometheus and we were talking about this the other day because I was like, "Yo, did you see what he posted?" And he's like, "No, dude." And then he saw it. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And we started digging into what's going on. It's not even an Instagram account. It's like it says this Facebook user does not have an Instagram account, and it's a business, but it's based in like California, and the only thing they had was like a phone number, but it was under some name like laundry or something like that. So I was like, damn, bro, this reminds me of that one time my one buddy told me about that massage parlor he went to. Maybe that's what they want you to call them for.
oh, we get it wet. We get it wet at the laundry.
Square cream.
Okay. So
You're just like, what? What do you mean?
oh, you wanted a soapy?
Oh man.
Okay.
We make it soapy.
It come with bath soap.
Maybe because it's a business, they're like, oh no, we gotta allow that. That's just, who are we to regulate the market here?
Okay. Well, this guy, Bill Corbett, basically was talking about the situation with the CEO and this chick. I saw this tweet and I thought, hey, oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting a call here. Getting an important call here while I'm streaming. Mr. Bro, how you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm on stream right now. What do you want to say to the audience?
Release the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's true. So do you not support Trump anymore?
Do I support Trump more?
Yeah,
You said?
because he doesn't want to release the Epstein files. He was saying like, oh, you guys are still talking about that. Why are you talking about that? We're still talking about this guy.
Shit. That's a good question.
Okay. Well, I have a different question for you though. So the astronomer company that Coldplay concert guy, he was working for. It says that they're a data orchestration platform enabling teams to build, run, and monitor data pipelines at scale. Now, can you tell me what the hell that means?
Basically, they just manage data.
That was actually way shorter than I thought you were going to give an explanation of.
That's basically what they do.
Yeah. Well, okay. So can you explain what the data orchestration and pipelines at scale look like?
Explain
What
it
is
like
this
I'm a
company called
toddler.
again?
It's called astronomer.
Astronomer? So is it like space related shit?
No, I don't even think so.
You said data orchestration pipelines?
No, data orchestration platform enabling teams to build, run, and monitor data pipelines at scale.
Shit. I got
Sounds
no
like
fucking clue.
it sounds
It's
like
just some fucking
when you talk
corporate
to,
words, bro. They just
talk
throw
to, like,
that
some
shit
guy
out
that
just
sells
for
like life
marketing.
insurance, and he just makes up a title.
They want to
I
promote
mean,
their fucking company to people.
You're both talking at the same time. I know you can't hear Mr. Greg over there, but he's also talking. Mr. Greg, what were you saying?
I said that sounds like something somebody that sells life insurance would say to try to get you to buy in without actually telling you they sell life insurance.
Oh, he was saying that sounds like something that somebody sells life insurance would say to get you to buy the life insurance.
Exactly. I agree.
Okay, fair enough. So they're just making a bullshit, you're saying?
They're just fucking marketing their shit. That's how they
Are
fucking.
they basically just doing spreadsheeting?
I guess so.
Is it basically just like spreadsheeting and then showing them the results of the spreadsheet in a visual format?
I mean, they must have be using like some fucking like AWS to like consume data and like analyze the data and have like some machine learning models that I don't know analyze the data and shit and have like a dashboard for people and teams to use
Type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying you do still support Trump or no?
Fuck, man. I mean, supported Trump in the beginning. I'm still gonna slide for Trump. You know, things will get better.
What's your favorite stuff that he's doing?
Favorite stuff?
Yeah, favorite policies or actions. Oh, we lost Greg for some reason. Hold on, let me get him back in. You were saying what?
Oh shit. He's kicking out the illegals.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
He is removing women transgenders from men's sports. Let's see.
I think the opposite's more of what's happening now, because I don't think the female to males were entering the male sports because they couldn't really win. I think it's more the male to female entering the women's sports.
Oh yeah. That's what I meant. What the fuck? What did I say? Oh my gosh. Yeah,
we gotta protect men's sports, okay, folks. The only sports people care about are men's sports. Why would we even touch the women's sports? I mean, frankly, it's cool seeing some roided up junkie on the field over there. I mean, the women, they weren't doing much running themselves.
Bro sounds like Shane Gillis.
Really? I sound like Shane Gillis doing an impression of Trump?
Yeah.
Well, Shane Gillis has a good impression, so.
He does.
Yeah.
You sound like him impersonating Trump.
I don't sound like Trump, but I sound like I'm impersonating him impersonating Trump.
Exactly.
Okay.
Any other good questions you have?
Have you heard of this app called T?
T?
Yeah, there's this app now where basically it's the #1 app, and they're allowing women only on the platform, and they're rating men, like their experiences with them and stuff like that from their dating. So they can build like profiles publicly on guys.
Oh shit. And men can't have access to this app?
No.
How do they stop men from getting into the app?
I don't know. Maybe it's an ID. I'm not actually sure. I haven't read into it, but maybe it's an ID thing, or maybe they just like, ask, and if they find out you're not a woman, they kick you. I'm not sure.
Wait, so you say they rank men?
Well, they're giving reviews of them. So like, let's say they meet you on an app and they're like, oh, well, I didn't really like them. I mean, usually they're saying it's for safety, right? So you would expect, usually it's just going to be women putting up, if this guy's safe or unsafe. But no, I mean, it said like you can give details about them. So frankly, it's like probably going to be, they're saying, oh, well, this guy, bro, I don't know. He was kind of giving some weird vibes, but they can't really explain that. It's just, I just feel it. It's like, I didn't like it.
Hold up. So if I don't have access, how do they see my pictures?
I'm sure there's some sort of way. I'm just hypothesizing or speculating, I should say here. they're probably going to do it based on name that they know of you, build some sort of like profile around the posts that are made of you, something like that. Or maybe like it's searchable and it's,
Oh my gosh, are they like scraping like every social media platform and just
you know, I don't know.
extracting
I don't know about
pictures?
all that. I just
Scraping,
know
scraping.
That's scary.
it would actually be crazy if that's what's going on. And then like there's already a profile available for women to click on immediately. And they're like, yeah, that's my guy. I'm going to start writing about him. That actually would be pretty
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
But I was thinking it's more along the lines of they start posting about a guy, then women are like, oh, I know that guy. And then they come up with like, this is this guy's information, first and last name. You can build this guy's profile out or something. Or maybe it's just searchable. Like in your area, you see like these are like women talking about guys and they're like, oh, this is Jake. Like, you know, he's jaking it all over the place all the time. I don't like him.
Why the fuck would they call it T? That's a stupid ass name.
Well, that's everything these days. It's always this like fucking well, maybe I shouldn't talk about the origins of these words because it would be a little
They'd be like
bigoted.
gossiping, right?
Yeah.
That's why they call it T. Okay, I get it. I
Right.
get
Oftentimes it's which one does it come first from? Is it black women or gays? Now I'm just gonna say it. Does it usually come from them and then go to women? What's the
No,
pipeline?
I think it's gays first.
Hold
I'm
on.
confused.
Mr. Greg's giving a pipeline. He's saying he thinks it goes from gays to black women to women.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Whoa! I did not.
whoa, wait. Okay. I'm just saying, you know,
Wow.
I'm just
That's
saying that's the
crazy.
major group it hits first from the gay guys, and then it goes.
Holy fuck.
I feel like I don't even really need a cover for it, but it's really funny that I have like I'm in that position where I have to.
I mean, if I was in your position, I would just deal with it.
Well, I will just deal with it, but I think it's really funny to kind of go back and forth on the reasoning that was behind it in the first place. Should I double down on it? Should I think that's what I should do. You know, have you seen this post?
I don't know.
You know, Mr. Greg's my advisor over here. He tells me not to do things that are going to land me in serious trouble. You know, he looks out for me. Sometimes I don't listen to him, but I think this time I will.
Right.
All right, bro. So let me look at what else we're talking about tonight. Have you seen Pedro Pascal's anxiety and how he likes to touch his co-star all the time?
Oh yeah, he'd be touching Miss Fantastic up in there. Yeah. He'd be real tough, bro. Like in all the interviews and all the photo shoots they have on the red carpets, like he'd be touching her like for real, like she's his wife or something, bro. Like calm down.
And isn't she married to a different guy on the cast? I hear.
Oh shit, I think yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
I heard about that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. I just heard about it. Okay, so wait, hold on. One last thing. I'm gonna read out this tweet I saw about the CEO, and then you can give your reaction to it. I'll let Greg give his after we let you go, or maybe I'll have Greg give it, and then I'll tell you what he said, and then we'll let you go here. But here's what's going on with the CEO. Somebody named Bill Corbett made a post saying, "For those of you men who are not paying attention, let me help you out here. 1, both are married to other people," meaning the CEO and this lady, the HR lady. "But 2, he will lose everything," meaning his job, his kids, so on, and possibly 65% of his net worth before mandatory alimony and child support. 3, she, meaning the woman, the HR lady, will get her children and possibly 50% of her husband's net worth and primary custody of the kids. Do you get it now?
Yeah, it's a pretty fucked up world we live in, huh?
Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Greg?
Wait, what?
Oh, he wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna let you go, bro. So I can tell Greg to start digging in his butt and actually like fucking respond to this. But anyway, good having you on. It was great. You should come on sometime. We actually do the show now these days around maybe like sometimes it ends up being like 7:45 that we actually start. We should probably start a little bit earlier, but you know, depending on your availability, we'll see what we can do. Thursday night.
Hold on.
Appreciate you for having me.
Fuck. Damn it.
What?
Right,
What were you gonna say? Something, Greg?
Nah, they're asking for a selfie to verify.
Ah, okay. So they're asking for a selfie to verify on the T app. That's how they verify you're a woman.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Okay.
Wow.
I have an idea.
He has an idea. Mr. Krabs, start digging in your butt, twin. All right. I'll see you later, bro.
All right, see you.
All right.
See ya.
That was entertaining. Okay. What I'm saying is that the CEO, he's going to lose half to his wife in a divorce. This lady's going to lose, or she's not going to lose. She's actually going to get half in a divorce. Think about that. And this guy's not going to get the good end of this. He's definitely going to lose his. I mean, he already lost his job. She's on still like the payroll. She got put on administrative leave, but she's still on the payroll. They might want to let her go still because of the reputation that she brings, but it's going to be a lot cleaner for her than it is for this guy. Okay. And, you know, this guy is going to have to pay alimony, child support, so on, not even really get to see his kids as much as the wife is, because, I mean, obviously, not only is it that he's the one that cheated, but it's that the women get favored in divorce court. So the kids are oftentimes going to be given with the mother because, oh, that's the nurturing figure. That's the person that they need to be with growing up, not the father. And so, you know, the father doesn't get, any sort of priority in the custody. I mean, obviously, it's like you can make the case, oh, well, they both cheated, but it's just not how it's going to pan out for her in this situation. She's going to get the better end of the deal. Even if you're a woman that goes and cheats versus a man that goes and cheats, when it comes to divorce court, the woman's still going to win out. So it's just crazy times we live in. What do you think? I mean, that's what bro said. He thinks it's crazy times we live in.
These do be some crazy times we live in, bro.
These be some crazy times. I think that's true.
These are indeed times that indicate some level of mental unwellness.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Pedro. Let's take a look. So I'm not completely certain. Like, is the guy, does he say he's gay, or is it just everybody figured he's gay? I'm not exactly sure. I think I saw him kissing guys, though. I don't know. I saw, like, I scrolled past some Twitter posts. I didn't really want to pay attention to it.
In his Wikipedia page, he said he's, like, non-binary or something like that.
He's non-binary?
He has a Transformer, like, sibling. I know that much. And then he supports it, and he's also got some gender shit that he's doing.
Okay. So Pedro Pascal, this is from actually last year, and apparently it's resurfacing now as a huge thing, but this is from August of last year. Pedro Pascal suffers from anxiety and when nervous to touch someone to calm down. So let's watch it. It's a thing. I don't have the audio playing anyway. I don't think you could hear that just went on because I shared a different tab. But anyway, he's holding the hands with his co-star over here. Oh, you could hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, okay. So this app, I actually don't have to close and switch. That's cool. That's a good discovery. Let's watch one with audio since we can do that, and I don't have to just fucking stop it and start it. I thought that was a thing on here, but apparently my
Christopher Columbus over here.
My Native American to fuck. Okay.
Whoa.
The video is taking way too long. It's going to leave us with silence. Look at that. I say something that I think I can just get out of by playing the video, but then the video starts buffering. I thought I could just get out of saying that.
No. We heard that. We all heard that.
I just have to live with it now. I have to live with it now. I thought I could just start playing the video and it would just go away. But here I am. The consequences of my actions. Huh?
You put your faith in the wrong spot.
Yeah, and Pedro. Look at Pedro. He kind of has like a droopy eyelid. What's with that?
He's not beating.
No, I don't think he is. Okay, let's see him with his co-star that also looks a little odd. She has a look to her. Are we sure this is
She
I don't
does
know.
have a look to her.
Maybe it's just under eating or something. I don't know.
She just looks kind of sickly.
Yeah, that might be it. I mean, you know who else looks sickly? Okay, let's try playing. And by the way, the audio is like not synced with the video. This is actually just from the person's post. Oh my god, do I have to refresh it again? Are you shitting me? She's just rubbing up on him. She comes up close to him, about to give him a kiss there. Here they are just holding hands. Man, he looks like a goblin here.
A goblin, huh?
Yeah, like one of those bankers from Harry Potter. So let's see here.
Or those green guys from Clash of Clans.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for your gold.
So
first.
they're very they're very touchy with one another, okay? And so that raised flags for people. Let me look up Fantastic Forecast because you remember that post where somebody said because they were having skins in Fortnite and somebody was like Fantastic Four skins are coming to Fortnite. That's what I thought of when I was like, let me look up the Fantastic Forecast because it sounds like the word forecast. So I'm like,
Fantastic Four
okay.
skins. Not
Yeah,
Fantastic
exactly.
Four skins.
Okay. Let's see. Starring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eben Moss, Backrack,
Wow.
Joseph Quinn. I can't tell if any of. I can't tell
Dude, I have.
if this. Let's look up this chick's spouse. This like Bonnie Blue. Okay.
Why?
Let's look
is
at who
this
her spouse
cast
is.
full of people that I've never seen or heard of before.
She is with
that's where
Paul
she's from.
Rebill.
I thought she looked familiar. She was in that Napoleon movie that sucked ass.
I don't think that guy's actually on the cast. Maybe he was just with them when we saw one of the moments prior, and that's why people were saying in front of her husband. Maybe he just wasn't on the movie. Dude, what did this guy is? Whoa. I feel like I've seen him before, but again, that's crazy.
Why is that his photo for Wikipedia? They couldn't find a more charming photo?
I guess not.
I guess.
Does he look familiar to you?
He looks like every fat guy I've seen.
That's fair enough. Okay.
Oh, yo.
Let's look at Vanessa
I gotta tell
Kirby.
you something later after the stream. It was really funny yesterday.
She looks like Bonnie Blue, right?
A little. Well, I mean, she's British, so they all kind of look the same.
This chick is 36 to 37.
Wait, they don't know?
They know her birthday is 18th of April, but they don't know what year.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Okay.
That like,
yeah, anyway.
That's never been like indicated in like an interview or something like that. I would think that's pretty easy to figure out. I would think. I don't know. I guess it isn't.
Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, there was another tweet I was going to pull up. Let's find it. Let's find it. How come Pedro Pascal never gets anxiety around Bella Ramsey? I don't want to fucking go to the next post. Get in my face, dude. How do I close this? I hate pop-ups that like show up and you can't get rid of them unless you take the action. I don't want to go to the next post. How do I close this? How do I get rid of that so I can pay attention to the thing I'm on? No, I have to go to the next post if I want to go back to this post and not have that there. What if the next post is porn? A lot of the times it ends up being that on Twitter. I don't want to see that.
And Instagram too, apparently.
Not on stream. Yeah. Oh, Instagram too now. But yeah, it like, it's distracting. I'm trying to talk about this funny meme here. And then it's just like this stupid thing. It's right there. It's right there and I can't get rid of it. Okay. So let's take a look at the comments. Yeah, this guy saying everyone in this thread right now is like, she's a 21-year-old kid, you sick fuck, because people are saying or child or whatever. You know, that's the comments to this. Yeah, look, like this person says, you can tell that this is a conservative astroturf because they're mad that he isn't a pedophile because apparently she's a child, but he's going to be a father. Yeah, because she's a child. See, look at that. She's literally a dad.
Bro, he looks like
It like mames his face so well.
dude.
But like, if you didn't look at this for long, like it doesn't even like draw as much attention as it does actually being on her face. You know what I mean?
Bro, it looks like he's got like cartoon character features.
Well, I mean, it's Bella Ramsey's face, but yeah,
I
you're right.
know. He's got cartoon character features. This looks like it's lines.
That's true. It's like a Roblox face. You know that Roblox face, like the smirk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, how does
Exactly.
this happen? How is this a thing that we can view? Like, how is this a reality?
How is this available? How is this out? How did this thing get released from whatever lab it was created in?
Bro, this is crazy. I'm surprised I didn't make
How did her mom not die of blood poisoning from the amount of alcohol she was drinking while impregnated with her?
Irish, maybe?
That's actually a good question, Ramsey. It's possible.
I think it is possible. It's absolutely possible.
Let me look it
that
up.
the Irish bloodline.
She's English, but still. Oh, well, she was born in Nottingham. It's in England.
That's like actually, yeah, that's English.
Well, but that still doesn't mean that her parents aren't from there.
No,
they could be.
it doesn't.
They just have moved.
They could. That's true. They could.
Yeah. So let's take a look. And this is her, dude. This is her wiki page picture. Does she have the accent in real life?
I would think she does. Yeah.
That's actually crazy if she does, dude.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
god, dude. No.
What? Humvee's comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no control over that, guys.
Do not highlight that.
Yeah, I'll decide not to. Let's see. Bella Ramsey answers the web's most searched questions. Why does she look like that is probably it.
That would be really funny if that was the first question. I can't hear anything if there's audio.
Oh, you can't?
Nay.
Hold on. Still can't hear it?
Nope.
Oh, man. Okay, I guess we ran out of luck. Okay. What can I do with Humvee's comments here? I can only put them in a timeout or block them. I can't like delete the single comment. Not that I'm saying, you know, I don't believe in free speech and all, but that's not free speech according to the US anymore. So I'm going to have to get rid of that somehow.
Yeah.
The US doesn't consider the US doesn't consider anti-Semitism free speech, okay?
Hello, I'm Bella Ramsey, and this is the Wide Complete interview.
She sounds like she's slurring, man. I'm Bella Ramsey, and welcome. How does she say like I'm gonna be a father? How does she say that? How does that come out of her mouth?
Dude.
Bella Ramsey, google.com.
You said the audio what?
The audio from the media is so much louder than your voice. Like a lot louder.
Oh man. Hold on. Let me turn it like halfway.
Here we go. When did Bella Ramsey... Oh, look, you got it ready for me to spill off.
Oh, so neat.
Game of Thrones. Joined in season 6 at the tender age of 11. It was a lot of fun. There isn't really a deliberate approach to acting at 11 years old, and there's still not really a deliberate approach now. I just sort of winged it and continue to. And I think it's going okay.
How does she have like fame? How did she get these roles, man? Humvee just like bombed our stream, and then he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go, guys. I'll see you next time."
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that.
It's like Pearl Harbor of the podcast ever.
For real. You gotta get rid
Okay,
of that, dude.
but yeah, no. I mean, how is she famous? You know,
From Game of Thrones.
who's her agent? Maybe Humvee knows the answer. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened to Mr. Greg there. I don't know if he's huh? No comment? Oh, okay, I see. So we got over Pedro Pascal's anxiety for him because maybe Bella Ramsey helped him get over his own anxiety because there was no way he was about to be a father with her. I wonder if I can pull up this Threads video you sent me without having to download Threads or sign up on my computer because I don't want to sign up for Threads really. No, I can continue with Instagram, but I'm going to choose to just try and just watch the video. So here's the thing. We're going to watch a video about Coke.
Snowblind.
Okay, here. Coca-Cola making it so that you can drink real cane sugar.
The president is later this fall. We're going to look.
I mean, I suppose like more easily too than, just buying Mexican Coke. Perhaps the affordability is the big seller here.
Cane sugar.
Also marketing.
Later this fall, we're going to launch. We're going to Coke option sweetened with U.S. cane sugar, put in the marketplace. The president, who's a well-known, enjoys the Coca-Cola brand. We love that. He's knowledgeable about the industry, and we think it'll be a great option for consumers as we give people more choice and more ways to enjoy the Coca-Cola brand.
Did the president call you? How did this happen?
We've been working on options to use cane sugar. In fact, we already have well over 10 brands using cane sugar in different varieties in the US, whether they be lemonades or teas or ready-to-drink coffees or vitamin water. So this has been something.
Vitamin water.
And much like anyone else, when they're making investments, engagement with government is a piece of what goes on. And so this is what's come together, and we're very excited to bring it to the market in the fall.
In the fall. That means after September. This guy's also like really unenthusiastic. I don't like him. Like if I were somebody betting on stocks, I'd be like, I don't know. If they had an enthusiastic speaker that was like, look, guys, we're going to get you right. We're going to get you with cane sugar. It's going to be so good. It's going to taste so good. It's going to be better for you. You guys are going to love it so much. Like if there was somebody that could sell it to you, I feel like the stock would have shot up way more than this guy. This guy's like, oh yeah, we're going to add cane sugar. I mean, the president, he's also adamant about it. Yeah, we are too. I mean, we're really excited to give you this option. I mean, it's really good. Like it's really good. Like it's so boring. It's boring. This is the most boring way to deliver news. Greg.
Uh-huh.
Why won't you tell us what you think of this news? I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on this news. I'm looking forward to it this fall, this summer,
when I first saw
because
this
it's right
video,
now.
I thought this guy was AI.
Yeah, he is. He could be.
It's very
could be.
strange.
I think he's just on shrooms or something, man. Like this guy's got to be at least microdosing.
He's got high serotonin.
Dude, I mean something, man. Like I don't know. Is he on like fucking, I don't want to say Ritalin. Something. He's on fucking ashwagandha, or yeah, that's probably a good one. He's on a fucking Adderall or something. Not even Adderall. I mean, a fucking Adderall, you'd probably be like more locked in than this. The bro is not locked in.
He is.
Bro is mad geeked.
Yeah, I would say he's quite the opposite of locked in right now.
Bro is mad geeked.
Gassed up shorties. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I sent in a selfie, so I guess I'll wait for 17 hours to see if I get approved.
You want to share the selfie with the crowd?
Not until it gets, either rejected or approved.
If it gets rejected, you'll share it?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
Assuming I don't
so
lose a tab.
what do you think we're looking at here? Are we looking at cheaper Coke?
Isn't cane sugar more expensive than corn syrup?
That's what I'm saying. So is it going to get that much more expensive? Or is it just going to kind of be the same price?
Probably would just be the same price because it seems like they're implying that there's some kind of like deal that Trump is giving them. Now here's the other thing too.
They're not replacing all Coca-Cola. They're not replacing all Coca-Cola because he's saying it's an option.
I was going to say, if you look for Coca-Cola with a yellow cap, they have cane sugar Coca-Cola for is it Hanukkah? It's one of those holidays. Passover, yeah, because they're not supposed to be consuming any kind of legumes or seeds during that time.
I mean, but first of all, isn't that mostly at like kosher marts?
I guess so, because I've never seen them before.
Right, I haven't seen it either. Also, I don't know if I want to buy a Coke with a yellow cap if you catch my drift. I think I just want them to make the normal one.
I don't think I get your drift.
I think I just want a regular Coke with sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need all this yellow cap business. You know what I don't need all this cap business. You know what I'm saying?
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm okay if they just say real sugar Coca-Cola and there's, that's about it. They just leave it at that. Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't just do that.
How much is a 2 liter of Coca-Cola? No. And they'll probably subsidize, like if they do, most likely, like the amount that it costs, maybe by doing a small bump in everything that they sell, perhaps, and just kind of even it out that way. Maybe.
Small bump.
To where, a small bump so that it's not noticeable. You just got to get a little bump in. You know what I mean? Just a little one. You don't want to go overboard.
I always say there's nothing wrong with a little bump here or there.
Right. So the reader is $2.74. So that's $3. Drink 2 of those a day. That's $6. Our boy knows. We know a guy. We know a guy that drinks that much Coke.
How many calories is that?
Let's see. Let's actually see. Well, I don't know about the high fructose versus regular like calories, but if I'm just looking at the label, trying to find the back nutrition information. If we're just talking a Coca-Cola, I think this is a 2 liter, right? Hold on. It's the original taste Coca-Cola soda pop 2 liter bottle. There are 6 servings per container of 12 fluid ounces. Per 12 fluid ounces. I'm trying to find calorie count. It just says carbohydrate 39 grams. Well, that's about the same as a regular Mexican Coke, which is 150 calories. So assuming it's 150 calories per, we're talking what? Like 900 calories a bottle of 2 liters. So that's about 1,800 calories if you drink 2.
So you're saying you get like significantly through your 3,000 mark just by drinking Coke. You're not getting a ton of, vitamins and stuff like that, but you could get the calorie mark is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could. You would need to eat a pretty nutritious dinner to make up for that.
You'd probably have to like down a shit ton of skim milk.
You would, I mean, I think we're talking like ground beef, some skim milk.
No, dude. A lot of skim milk to make up for that phosphoric acid now.
Yeah, I guess, but you don't, if you're doing all like your protein ratio in the diet, I don't know if it would be like sufficient at that point if you only did milk and not beef. I don't know. Because it's like just pure sugar for the Coke. So it's kind of like, I guess you could have a high ratio and be fine. Just depends on how much milk you're drinking, I suppose. And then also the dinner itself may be a little overbearing, depending on if you're just drinking all that milk at once, like the amount of like the macronutrient mixture you're getting at that point. I don't know. Like it may be too high carb of a dinner for what you've done all day, as opposed to if you were to just eat high carb throughout the day and moderate protein.
I guess. Still seems like skim milk is the better option in regards to only drinking one thing for the whole day until dinner.
I mean, I pretty much do that with like 1% because it at least has like a little bit of fat, and then just don't eat a high fat dinner.
No, I can't do that.
Like not eat a high fat dinner.
Yeah, it's like actually impossible.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I just what did I eat today? I actually did eat a little bit of a fattier dinner than normal, but it was pretty much because it was like pasta with cheese, but it was rice pasta, so it was like rice noodles. What was that?
I did not have dinner yet.
But that's where most of my fat came from because the rest of it came from like half a gallon of skim milk. And then I had like some tuna salad I made, but I make it with like cottage cheese and mustard, like Dijon. Mustard on a beat. And then I'm trying to think actually. Yeah, I didn't really eat much fat aside from that until dinner. Yeah, most days it's like a lot of 1% milk. I think like
Hold on.
Huh? He said he needs to drink milk. Is that what he said, chat? You know, the thing is, like, I was reading this post from this guy that was saying that GOMAD is like one of the best diets you can do, like most flexible as far as like any goal you have. So basically, like just milking it and pause, like just milk. Because if you wanted a bulk, you just do whole milk. If you want to cut, you do like 1%. You should probably do 1% if milk is most of your diet. Because you need like it's a small amount of fat and you need some fat. I mean, you're gonna feel like depleted if you don't have any fat all the time. But I suppose you need some cholesterol too, and you get that from like eggs, egg yolk. I have some of those with goat milk some days. If I do a milkshake, because I've been listening to Hans Amato. At least I've been reading his tweets, I should say. I don't know if he does any much audio stuff, but he talks about the testo shake, which I talked about on the show before. It's pretty much like egg yolks, milk. Usually he puts goat milk, and then like you could put banana, you could put cocoa powder, stuff like that. It's good, honestly. It's a good dinner if you don't want to make a whole meal. I like it. But aside from that, I'm just doing a lot of 1%.
I usually just do yogurt and fruit. When I don't feel like cooking.
I think this is better. I don't know.
No, you're wrong.
I've done yogurt and fruit for dinner, like for a while. It was good, but I liked the chocolate yogurt. You're going to disagree with me on this. Like I would put cocoa powder in the yogurt with honey, mix it around. It would be like a chocolate pudding. I would put grapes on top of it. It was honestly, it was one of the best yogurt experiences I've ever had, man. I mean, it was wonderful.
Hatred.
It tasted so good, chat. If you ever want a good tasty treat, eat exactly that. You mix honey, cocoa powder, and yogurt, mix it around, put some green grapes on top of that, or a sweet grape like a cotton candy grape. Oh my God, it tastes good. Or peaches and blueberries. It is so good. So good. Oh my God. You will never have anything like it. I still think about it to this day.
I'm really not big on peaches.
That's crazy. I'm not big on mangoes compared to peaches.
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I think I like peaches more. I'm not crazy on apricots either, compared to mango or peach.
Apricots, I'm kind of neutral on.
I don't really like it. It tastes kind of weird.
Whoa. All right. You'll get a load of this one. I just got this range in a text. So let's say your wife and son switch bodies.
Speak up.
Let's say your wife and son switch bodies. Son's consciousness is in.
Have sex with one.
Yeah.
It's just the same one as your mom and your girlfriend, except for now it's your son.
Yeah. At least the other one isn't gay.
Well, no matter what, it's incest.
Yeah, it is.
With the mom and son, like, you know, because the girlfriend and mom one, I guess it would have been incest anyway there too, but like, at least there you had like the potential of it not being as weird. Now it's just rather like, regardless, you have sex with a man or you have sex with a woman. That's the only determining factor here now.
Pretty much.
Well, I guess the only other factor is your son gets fucked by you.
Hold on.
Spiritually cucking your son.
No. It's wife and son.
Oh, sorry. I mistook your
You 100% did.
Your thing here. Because I was thinking about mom and girlfriend. That was the original.
Yeah, you're stuck on that. That's fucking weird, dude.
Sorry.
Why were you stuck on that?
I'm sorry. So here's the hypothetical. Your wife and your son switch minds, but you know, obviously that means they're in each other's bodies. You have to have sex with one to bring the other back. Do you have sex with your son's mind in your wife's body, or your wife's mind in your son's body? But now the problem is, because it's not the determining factor anymore. You're right. If it was your mom and your son, that would have just been like, would you rather have sex with a woman or a man's body? Now it's like, would you rather have sex technically still with your wife because it's her mind, but it's a male body. But at least it's like, you know, it's not your son, because if you have sex with your son, sure, it's a woman's body and it's your wife's body and it's a body you pleasure yourself with frequently in an ideal world. But, you know, the thing here is you are going to spiritually cuck your son by having sex with him in this manner. Forever, he will remember his father's day and what it was like to be penetrated by his dad. Is that really what you want? Now,
So
it's
what's your
still
answer?
mentally better for you to have sex with a woman. So I'm still going to probably have to go with the wife's body, because I can't have sex with a male.
I was thinking that might be the more rational option.
You're just going to have
honestly.
to have sex with your son in your wife's body.
See, because here's the thing. It's bad either way, but then you have to justify getting aroused by
Your son's body,
yeah, that is not good.
even if it's your wife's mind. You know, I don't know, man. What would your? I think I know when anybody's wife would say, they'd be like, "Oh, have sex with me in the son's body." They'd probably say that.
Yeah, dude. Bro, that is a hard ask. No Diddy. No
I
Diddy
thought you were going to say hard
whatsoever.
ass.
No, it's a yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Literally I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, that's like that. I think that's the one that takes like way more mental preparation to ever even try. Because the wife's body, you're already mentally prepared for that part of it. That's not the hurdle you have to overcome. You see, I think that's the thing. It's like the literal, like physical, like the immediate sensation of your wife leaves less of a barrier than having to overcome the idea of doing your son's body. You know what I mean? Like that already sets up a wall for you. With the wife, with the son, like son's mind, wife's body, you're only coming to a barrier after the body part of it. You know what I mean? Now it's like, it's a problem. You're thinking about the mind, but you're not immediately thinking about it looking at your wife's body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
it's also like the tangibility of it. It seems a lot more like you understand what you're seeing and observing, and that is your wife's body, your wife's voice, regardless, because it's still gonna have your wife's voice. It's still gonna sound like her, even if it was acting more like your son. You're still seeing your wife.
Yeah. See, the other thing is it's a physical act.
Yeah.
So that kind of already makes it much more much more reasonable, I'd say, to go with the physical stimulation rather than the knowledge that the mind is different.
Okay, so are we saying the same thing in the case of the like mother girlfriend switch bodies?
The answer would be girlfriend, but mother's mind.
Is that what we're saying here? No,
I
that's like you have
guess.
to live with that one, buddy. I know the sun one, it's like, you know, that's one thing, but this feels different.
I don't
I
think
think
you
it would
could
feel
do
different either way for this. I don't think you can get around this.
I don't think you could do the mother's body, bro.
Yeah, that's actually pretty bad. But again, it's like either way, I think I just have to die in this scenario. In this one, I think the other one I could live out my life. This one, I don't think I can.
You think the mother and girlfriend is worse than the girlfriend and son?
Yeah.
Because you think it's an easier option with the mother and son. Or
The
not
girl,
mother and
the
son,
wife and son,
girlfriend
yeah.
and yeah, wife and son.
Well, it's because I mean, yeah, you still have to live with that, but I feel like the son's position is the worst position to be in, obviously, right? So like, you're not the one that has to take on like the biggest anguish here. I feel like in the other situation, you're actually the one that is like really the one that is like, you take on the biggest mental load, not the physical load. You're giving the load, but you're taking on the biggest mental load in this scenario, in which no matter what, like you have to live with the fact. Like, I mean, I just feel like it's easier to live with the fact that you did your wife's body. Sure, your son was in it. It's like, it's terrible, but it's like, it's not like you did your mom, man. That is just something else. Because in that other situation, it's like, no matter what you did your mom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's... See, but then the question is the psychological damage from doing that worse than psychologically damaging your son in the process?
Well, it's worse for me. It's more psychologically damaging for me to do the mother girlfriend dilemma rather than the wife son dilemma.
But are you taking into account the homosexual aspect of it then?
I'm taking into account the fact that,
because I was thinking
the thought of
just
the
by
thought
virtue
of
that of it, the other one being both women, that would make it just a little bit better.
but it's your mom.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. It's already a horrible situation to begin with, but at least you're not, destroying your legacy quite literally.
Yeah.
And also
Okay.
it's not, another male.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're not going to spiritually cuck your son in the end, and thus he will be able to live a normal life. If I'm not taking that load for him, pause. I'm not taking anybody's load, but I'm just saying like the mental load of it. You know what I mean? I am taking a load for my son, but I'm giving a load for my son. You know what I mean?
You really could have chose any other noun.
I didn't have to, because it gets my point across.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm giving a load for my son, but not to him. I'm taking on a load for him. That's the biggest load, as Jordan Peterson says. You have to take the biggest load, Jordan Peterson.
Trump that said that.
No, Trump was saying it's the biggest loads I had ever seen. He was talking about Israel dropping those on Iran. No, Jordan Peterson was talking like philosophically. He's like, you have to take on the biggest load that you can. It was some shit like that, dude. He was literally saying you have to take on the biggest load you can think of, or some shit like that.
Damn.
Dude, hold on. Let me find it. Like the biggest load imaginable. That was something like that was the quote, man. Hold on. You haven't seen that one?
No. But do you see my logic though? I think by virtue of it not being, legacy ending and also not being gay, that the other scenario is just a better one. I also think the psychological damage would be a lot less.
Oh,
I think I do remember that now.
Hold on.
The H3H3 podcast?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
A load
Hey, it's Factor.
You can take the ultimate load, and even better than that, that you find your true calling and destiny in your willingness to take the ultimate load. No,
Find your willingness and destiny in the ability to take on the ultimate load. So Jordan Peterson
So you're
wants you to
saying
take on
he's
the
saying-
ultimate load.
He's saying Destiny wants to take on the ultimate load.
you can take the
Well, I didn't see it personally, but I know people have seen it, and Destiny did take on the ultimate load.
Apparently.
Happily.
He had no issue with taking that load.
Steven!
Hey guys. Steven here.
Steven here. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess I do see your point now, and I think I will have to agree with you because of the fact, not because of it being worse for me, but me maybe having to make for the first time a sacrifice for someone, and it's for my son. Because I can only imagine what it would be like to not sacrifice that for my son, what life I would be leading, you know?
It would be pretty over for him. Like, I don't know if you could recover from that.
Right. I would have created the very thing I was trying to avoid by having raised him properly.
Yeah.
I would have thrown all that work down the drain.
The other scenario is not great, obviously, but I think the recovery path is possible there.
There's like no way out regardless, even though you could be like, well, I'll just break up with my girlfriend, but you still have to deal with your mom.
Yeah. You'd imagine if you break up after
cut
that,
them both
and then
off.
you guys have to like live with that.
Just cut them both off.
You could do that, yeah, I suppose.
Just go to Alaska.
I mean, hey, at least they don't have to change that much. They're like still in the same, gender body. Your mom just kind of gets the better end of the deal. She's like younger now.
Yeah, you could just leave them like that.
You could. You really could. I didn't even think of
I
that.
mean, well, maybe the ultimate load is that they both die if you don't choose one.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Well, I think my mom's like lived long enough. I mean, and like the girlfriend, I can get a new one.
Yeah, the girlfriend is real, dude. No, I can't say that here. Well, no, I can code it. So, one of our buddies, a guy that's name starts with a Z. I'll just say that, Mr. Z Man. He was in a VC with Mr. Mr. Mexican Man, and his newfound
the Indian Mexican,
huh?
The Indian Mexican.
Yeah. And he was in a VC with me. I think the Turk was there too, and his new buddy, the one that's like autistically philosophical, and Mr. Z Man. He casually mentioned something that was like, and we didn't even notice it until like he pointed it out after the fact, but Mr. Z-Man casually said something that was like interpreted by Mr. Philosophical Man that was denigrating of his wife's appearance in some way or something like that. And then he left, and then we were just kind of like, whatever, because we didn't hear him say that. Wait, hold on, I'm not done. So he left, and we didn't hear him say that. And we were just kind of talking about, oh yeah, he is what he is, or whatever. We're like talking about him. And then the Mr. Philosophical guy's like, yeah, that guy said something about my wife. I mean, it's over. I don't take that. And we're like, wait, what? When did he say that? And he explained it. We're like, oh, damn. And at the time, I was just like saying, oh, damn, because, I wasn't really trying to get into any kind of conflict right there, just because that's such a headache to deal with. And I think you know exactly what I mean. But later on, I was thinking, I was like, damn, that's kind of gay to be that upset about it.
What did he think he said about his wife?
He was talking about that one broad that was in there. And it's still in there, and it's like doing the whole flirtation thing, but denying it with Indian Mexican.
for context, there's this girl in this Discord server that play flirts with this guy that's in there and has been, the guy's been interested in her for a long time now, and she's basically toying with him because she has a boyfriend, and the guy even wanted her to get with him. I mean, he was doing this whole thing where he was trying to set himself up, or I guess he was like, his friend was trying to set him up even as like, this guy that she should actually be with. But that didn't really do anything because she's just still with her boyfriend, that she even still like openly was talking about this problem she was having with, and like everybody was commenting on it, and like this was just some fucking open forum on her current boyfriend. But anyway, she was toying with our guy. I guess he's our guy technically, in the sense of like we've known him for longer and it's his server and all that. But anyway, she's toying with him, and in the sense of like being very much like memeing, but not really. So she'll say something like, "So no head," like, really, nigga.
That's crazy.
So, there's that, and then there's even other stuff like, she's like saying like, they're talking about VCing each other and stuff like that, and she's going with whatever he says, or maybe even like bringing up something a little more suggestive, sometimes a little bit, but like that's one example. Anyway, so you're saying that okay, so we're establishing characters here. There's Z-Man. There's the Indian Mexican, because he's a Mexican guy that looks like he has not slept his whole life, so he looks Indian. And this is the guy that's being toyed with. There's the chick that's toying with him. There's the philosophical guy who was so stuck up about Z-Man's comment. And then there's a philosophical guy's wife who apparently Z-Man was commenting about. Now you can proceed.
Yeah. So anyway, Z-Man said something mildly. He like compared this woman, the woman that's toying with the Mexican guy, to another girl, and it turns out that girl is his significant other, Mr. Philosophical Man's significant other. And again, we didn't catch that at the time, but then he explained it, and he was like, "Yeah, that guy's dead to me now. I hate that guy." And I was like,
how was he comparing them?
I don't even remember. It was something like he was comparing her to her,
like comparing, or
I guess,
like just saying they look alike, or what?
Yeah, but it was in the context of him saying that she wasn't all that. Like, she didn't look good. That she looked like below mid. Not ugly, but below mid.
Did he say those two things at the same time? Like, she looks below mid, and also she looks like this guy's wife or whatever?
So he like looked at her like socials to see what she looked like. And he was going on for like 5 minutes or whatever. And I guess somewhere in that time period, he mentioned the other guy's significant other.
So maybe it started off as him saying, "Oh, she looks like this guy's wife," and then eventually, after a while of talking, he's like, "Yeah, she's so mid."
I think it was probably the other way around, if anything.
Okay, I see. And
not
so,
at the end, not at like the end, like summarizing.
But these were separated instances of him saying things, so he wasn't like directly saying the guy's wife is mid. But the implication would be that he would say she is mid if he were to take a look at her and give his honest rating.
But the point of me bringing that up is it just seems very strange to me. Like, if somebody called my wife mid or my girlfriend mid or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I mean, you're wrong. Or I mean, I don't really care. Like, I wouldn't take that as like a personal attack, not to that extreme. It just seems seems a little, like a sex of people that would maybe take things way out of proportion that aren't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
We can call bro a simp legitimately if she is mid, because he would be a sucker idolizing mediocre pussy.
I was gonna say that was the other thing I was gonna mention later. It was kind of related to that, but I won't go into too much detail there. But yeah, I mean, she kind of is. She's not bad looking. She's just,
not all that.
Yeah, which I think is a fair assessment. Now, like, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. If somebody told that to me, and I was in some like scenario where I was dating a mid broad, I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. I'll probably just be like, "No, yeah, you're right. She's probably not the best."
I mean,
and
like,
I'd just kind of deal with it, or I'd be like, it is what it is.
Is the assumption supposed to be that like you're with the most beautiful woman in the world in your mind, and you're supposed to like say that or something? Like,
that's what it seems like, which is
that doesn't make any sense.
Ironically, it's not very objective to say that.
Right. Like that literally just can't be true. Like no guy, like we can't have like every guy literally being with the ideal woman ever and vice versa.
Like,
And that's why they landed on each other, because to them that's the most like, and obviously even if you're saying, oh well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, that's a very subjective way of viewing it, but also at the same time it's like we're just assuming that people are actually, I don't know, because like if we were assuming people are just looks matched and that's it, maybe he took personal offense to the fact that she was called mid and he sees himself as a looks match to her.
yeah, but even then, it's like men shouldn't even get that defensive about that.
Right.
Like in general, especially from a man. Who gives a shit?
Right. It's also a very like feminine thing to care about what you're rated out of 10.
Yeah, it's just like a very strange overreact. Like this is like the textbook definition, well, not definition, like a example that I would think of like a woman being in that situation, where
Right.
like let's say her girlfriend or whatever, and I mean girl space friend, not gay shit, says is getting called like mid or whatever, and then she's like, oh my god, this is such like a big like it's just a feminine thing to be upset about to that extent at least.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Because like the other thing is like, even if it's the case that she is exceptionally beautiful, I mean, if somebody doesn't find her all that, it's like, okay, whatever. Either you're wrong or I just have to deal with that. I don't see why that would be, this world-ending insult. It's just very
even
strange.
so, like, is it really philosophically even a bad thing to be with a woman that is like all right looking? Like, even if like, let's say she gives you pretty much everything you're looking for, like peace of mind, a good that's supportive.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I don't think it's bad from like the proper sense of like what you're looking for in terms of a partner. Jesus, you know what I mean by that. I don't mean in the gay way, but in the other sense, even in his own worldview, the values of the woman should be more important than the looks anyway. So I don't even understand why that would be like deal.
Right. Obviously physical attraction is important, but I mean, it's like, we're not saying like, unless somebody's straight up saying like, yeah, you chose an ugly woman. Like maybe that's somewhat of an insult, but like, oh yeah, well, I mean, she's all right, man. Like,
it's like, yeah, it's like whatever. It's like, I don't think she's that bad. That's
well,
like,
I'm just saying, like, what if somebody made an objective case, like, oh, you're with an ugly woman, that's bad philosophically that you did that. Your aesthetic values are poor.
I mean, are you asking me in like a hypothetical way? Like, what would I do?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, is that such a like? Isn't that? I mean, it's not even really like in the same sense insulting. I suppose it's just again being real. Is there really much of like insulting unless it's like deliberately saying something that isn't true about a person to offend them?
No. So here's the thing.
Because otherwise, it's just being harsh.
If you were like saying the same thing about my aesthetic values in terms of like film or like books or something like that, I would take more offense to that than someone saying that about my girlfriend or wife. Quite honestly, because then that's like more your worldview is just screwed. Whereas if you have like a wife that's like, or a girlfriend that's like either mid or below mid, at that point you can make the argument, okay, well, she does X, Y, and Z better than any other one, so it's whatever. Or you should legitimately just think she's attractive for whatever other reason in a way that is not objective, or the person that's making the comment to begin with is just wrong on an objective basis. Either way, I wouldn't think that's like a huge deal. Like, I would either just deal with it, explain why they're wrong, or be like, well, this is what she brings to the table instead. It wouldn't be like a huge deal.
Do you think it makes sense to explain yourself in that sense, even though like, oh, somebody's like, oh, well, she doesn't look too good. Oh, well, she does this and that for me. Like, is that really the right approach?
I think if like you want it, if it was someone that was like in good faith and you respected their opinion, it could be. I don't think it would be necessary though. You don't like owe them that or whatever.
Maybe if you were like in front of her and you didn't want it to seem like you weren't like, at all saying anything on her behalf, because obviously then she's going to take offense to that. But I wouldn't be like white knighting it like, oh my God, how dare you?
Right. Like even in that sense, I wouldn't be doing like, "Whoa, oh, hold on, listen here, buddy." It would be more like,
Yeah.
well, you might be right in that regard, but she does this, that, and the other. It's fine. Like a
Would you say that in
casual.
front of her?
Hey, you got to be real sometimes.
Okay.
That's
You
game,
got to
bro.
talk to her.
You do.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna see. We have a couple other things we mentioned.
I mean, that one's better, but Jesus.
Well, actually, did you see? Oh, well, Jordan Peterson could say this about Muslims or Christians and be all right. I'm just saying. We were going to talk about the South Park episode.
Oh, I totally forgot there was more. There's more?
And more. Probably more. I mean, this is still part of the load, man. This is still part of the load I promised at the beginning of the video or the stream.
You want load? You need load?
Okay. So South Park has an episode that just came out as the beginning of their season called Sermon on the Mount. And it's about, well, a big part of it incorporates Trump, but it's not the Mr. Garrison Trump. It's basically Saddam Hussein, but it's Trump. I don't know if it's necessarily exactly Saddam Hussein, but it kind of just is, but it's Trump. It's like the same character voice. It's the same head that just like flaps around. It's the same like facial expressions going in and out.
Yeah.
I think they even used one
like
of the
the
mugshot. It seemed like for a second.
It's the same concept of the character, but just Trump instead of Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. Which is, who knows if this is some sort of reincarnation within the universe or what, but there you go. There were people that were mad about it. Even Tim Pool was like saying, "Oh, this isn't funny. This is the stuff they dragged out for 10 years or more." Though, honestly, it wasn't unfunny though. I thought there were some actual like, decent like, moments from it that they did. Like, I thought it was a little refreshing compared to just like bringing back Mr. Garrison and saying, "Yeah, it's him again, guys." Or like even the Mr. Garrison stuff, I guess, was a little like, there were some moments for it, just not that whole season arc they did of it. The season arc after Trump won that they did of Mr. Garrison was deeply unfunny, but most of the other stuff they did around it wasn't too bad. I mean, especially the stuff before Trump actually got elected and they had to rewrite the story. And then even when it was him coming back the second time and they had Mr. Garrison going to like Myrtle Beach, and then like he's like really attracted to the like MAGA stores and like starts campaigning at night as like it's sort of like he's cheating on unfortunately, he's gay in the show, but whoa, I didn't say that. He is gay in the show and he is cheating on it. Okay. And so basically he's doing that at the MAGA stores. And, but that's sort of like him, instead of being gay, the joke is like, instead of meeting up with guys and like, doing them, he's campaigning for them. So it's kind of funny in that regard. And so like, I thought that episode was kind of funny. I thought this last one was like decently funny, except for, I mean, the end wasn't unfunny. It was like AI Trump in the desert, like going with his clothes off. I thought that was a little funny. I didn't think it was like comedic genius very much, but I mean, it was like the episode overall had some good laughs to it. I think South Park was actually doing a decent job at providing comedic humor compared to what it has been in the past few years, especially since that whole Trump arc. So I mean, overall, like I actually have more hope in South Park after watching this episode than I did prior. And I mean, the Trump stuff, like I think it was actually like some of the criticisms like were actually good ones, like the Epstein file stuff, or like saying, he's not like, like there were even like Trump supporters in the show, like they took our jobs and they were like, we voted for him because we wanted to get rid of all the woke stuff. The criticism from the South Park writers was somewhat, oh, he's taking it too far the other way. But also like part of the criticism is like a lot of it is his own vanity. He's doing a lot like for himself, and it's not really about like what he promised. It's more so like, he's doing all these lawsuits when it like hurts his feelings and stuff. I can see some of those criticisms and think like, okay, that's actually a valid criticism to point out. But the whole like he took it too far the other way, I don't really, I don't know about all that. But of course, the South Park writers are more in the center of everything all the time. So wherever the center is, they kind of seat themselves there. Mr. Humvee says, would you rather date a Down syndrome Asian or a black woman? I don't think it's ethical necessarily to date a Down syndrome person.
He's trying to destroy the show, bro.
I don't know that it could ever be ethical to Down syndrome person. I don't think they can be of the intelligence necessary to engage with them in that manner. Nice haircut, G. You know, I had to get my same old barber. I have the same barber I go to. He gets me right, my boy. My boy gets me right. I like you cut, G. So you're saying you'd rather date the black woman?
I didn't say anything to that. You're the one contemplating it.
So what would your answer be?
I mean, I guess it would have to be that.
Okay. Oh yeah. So did you said you just watched a clip of the Sark episode. Did you see anything else other than just literally Trump's in there, or?
I saw that Satan's back.
Yeah. I would just watch the episode. I don't want to give out the whole plot of it because if anything, I would just watch it if I were you and just see how it is. But speaking of new media, I mean, first of all, It's Always Sunny is back too, and Mr. Humvee and I have been enjoying it. But what else is back? Oh yeah, so Vince Gilligan. Oh, hold on, Mr. Humvee has a comment here. Personally, I think South Park thing was going for low hanging fruit. Yeah, I can see that. Like, they're not really making any statements that aren't technically already being made about somebody. Like, they're kind of like, I mean, even Cartman kind of said that in the episode himself, which I thought was decent insight from how they're feeling. I don't want to ruin it all, but basically Cartman was saying like, it's actually not cool to be on the progressive side anymore. Now it's kind of more cool to actually just be like, you know, Christian and all of that. So like, and make fun of the people that he's been making fun of. So he's kind of like, where's my place in the world now? I thought that was kind of funny, but yeah, they aren't really doing anything like super novel or anything like we aren't used to as far as I guess like how people feel about something. They're not really doing anything that changes people's views of things, you know what I mean, anymore. Like there were times where they would bring things to light that people weren't really thinking about, like the Cash for Gold stuff was one thing, or like, you know, they're not really like doing something that points something out in a way that everybody thinks about it differently. Now they're kind of at the point where all they can really do is satirize stuff in the sense of like just make fun of it and then even just point out like logical inconsistencies, but it's stuff for the most part that people were already aware of. Even with like the recent stuff they've done, like the end of obesity, it's like these companies pushing sugar and stuff like that and we can't avoid it and you know all that, and they didn't really, you know, talk about the real, I suppose, things that have been causing obesity. I mean, obviously kind of going with the normie perspective of what does it. I'm not even really saying that's the biggest issue of the special, but it's more so like it doesn't really bring anything else that hasn't been talked about in mainstream conversations or like conversations you'd hear from people that are like, oh my God, I'm waking up to things, but they're kind of just at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like nothing that new, I guess. And maybe that's just like a societal thing where there's a lot more open conversations. I mean, obviously there has been a lot more silencing in regards of that as well, like saying you can't talk about that, but that depends on where you're at, where you're talking about it. In the same sense, there have been more unrestricted places that we're able to, again, have conversations on. And so I don't know, maybe that's why it feels less world changing. But anyway, Vince Gilligan has a new show coming out. There we go. So it's Breaking Bad tweeted this. They tweeted this just a couple of days ago. Happiness is contagious is the tweet. There's a smile being painted in with this Q-tip here from the creator of Breaking Bad. We don't know much about it other than that. It's just It's just this. There's a lot of people speculating on what it could be, like Better Fuel Huel, which the Hulate Kim theory is alive and well.
What?
Let's see. Better fuck Chuck. That's another one. Well, there's a Hulate Kim theory because before they were like, wait a minute, Kim's not in Breaking Bad. Where did she go? And then they said also like Huel, technically he gained weight from Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad, but like in real life he lost weight. But there's like 100 and I forget how many pounds difference, like 125 or something pound difference between him and Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And people are saying that's like pretty much exactly how much Kim weighs. So they're like Hulate Kim. And that's why she doesn't show up in Breaking Bad.
That makes sense.
but in Better Call Saul, that's not the case. Like by the end of the show, you know that's not the case.
Well, we can't confirm that for certain.
I mean, if you've watched the show, you know it's. I mean, unless he like.
Listen, bro, it could be like a wolf in Red Riding Hood kind of scenario.
Where he didn't actually digest her.
Yeah, she's just in there.
Okay, that's Hulvor was not on my my 2025 bingo. Okay, Better Fuck Chuck is the next one. Huh?
I totally forgot Vor is a thing.
What was that?
Well, that was my chair.
No, it sounded like a fart. Okay.
Right?
I thought you were gonna say it was your stomach.
No, I just thought I'm pretty alright right now. I do need to eat something.
Okay, Better Fuck Chuck. Better Fuck Chuck. You want that one? Somebody said Walt fake his death. Walt fake his death. That's great English. And is now making billions on COVID vaccines that don't do anything. I definitely don't think Walt is coming back.
I definitely
because he died.
With the insinuation.
Sorry, that was a spoiler.
Vaccine. I really disagree on that COVID vaccine insinuation because the vaccines work.
Oh no, this is like, yeah, actually there is no universe in which they can actually be manufactured to not work because that's how much they work. Like even the people that fake it, you can literally like, no, I shouldn't say that. That's bad medical advice. But it's just impossible to make a fake formula is what I'm saying.
I think they work. That's all I'll say on that. I don't know why anybody would think
they work so well that, you know, if you don't get another one right now, you're going to get sick. That's how well they work. If you do get it, though, you're going to be fine.
This is not medical advice.
This is not medical advice. Well, that's, you know, okay. There's Minerals. There's Breaking Bad 2. Young Salamanca. Tuco. I don't know, man. I was trying to think of like clever rhymes because I was thinking we should pitch a show to Vince. What would we do if we were making a new show and Vince were the one running it and it was our idea and we got money for it? You know what I'm saying? So like there's all these people like Better Fuel Huel because it's like a rhyme. Better Fuck Chuck because it's a rhyme. I was trying to think of one for Lalo, but then the only word I could think of was swallow. And I was like, wait a minute.
How to swallow Lalo? Yeah,
I guess so. I don't really want to see that show, but maybe Huel does it. If Huel does it, I'll watch it.
That sounds gay out of context.
But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what the show's going to be. Nobody knows what the show's going to be. But if you had to if you had to pitch a show to Vince Gilligan, what would you tell him to do? What would your show idea be?
I don't know.
Well, think of a show that Vince could do and it would make sense.
Mike in Philly, I guess.
Does it have to be a Breaking Bad spinoff is the question. That's all Vince can do?
It doesn't. But I mean, that's what we're going off of. I think that would be the next interesting character.
Perhaps. But this is called Happiness is Contagious. What can we get from that? I feel like there's nothing to do with Breaking Bad, though. Even though Breaking Bad tweeted it out. You know, you feel like when you see that getting posted, it's like, okay, well, are we doing something within the universe or are we doing something like completely different and just using Breaking Bad as the promo, you know? Which I think it's that. Vince is probably just going to give us another Bravo moment because it's so epic we can't even guess what it's going to be. Though, I mean, again, this is like, well, not again, but I guess just like, this guy has made a show about drug dealing, and then here we have some sort of laboratory work. It looks like, or some sort, maybe it's maybe it's purposefully. I mean, obviously, it's called contagious, right? Happiness is contagious. There's a petri dish. There probably may be some sort of pathogen. Maybe I was thinking, like, is he going to do a Joker type of character? Is that going to be it? Or is it going to be, is it going to be that, like that, another tragic character?
Oh my God, dude. I'm so fucking tired of that character.
I know. I was hoping it wouldn't be that. But I was thinking, is Vince going to do that?
Dude. They need to, like, just stop making comic book movies, like, for all time. I'm so
Well, he's not going to be doing straight up the Joker if he did it. Obviously not.
No, bro. This is a tangent. Anyway. Comic books are dead, and there's a reason why they're dead, and I won't elaborate on that. I hate them.
I have a tweet in mind, if I can find it. Yeah, if only you knew how indie really are. And this is like a fight scene in like some, like, I don't know if this is a Marvel movie or what, but I just saw this. Like, check this out. Like, bro, it's like, look at this fight. Literally out of Bollywood, man. Like, what is going on here? Oh man, one-on-one coming after him. Oh, he tried shooting him. Oh, guy went around him. Why are they all going one by one? I don't know. Why is this guy why does he has so much aura? He's able to beat them all up one by one. No, not even a scratch on him. Oh, he gets shot this time? Oh no, he can melt the gun with his mind.
And then by the end of the film...
Oh, they're coming after him more than one by one now? Oh, he can just take care of them.
Miraculously, he'll find a way to be defeated.
And somehow none of them are dead. This looks out of Bollywood. What is this? Is this like a TV show? I need to know what this is actually.
Superheroes Bible, man.
It says original footage has been altered by the user AI with stop motioning, FPS, and saturation / But really, is it really though? I mean, like completely AI, like, motion smoothing FPS. Like, I can tell there's saturation, obviously. But I mean, are we really going to say that like a lot of what happened wasn't just fucking out of Bollywood? I doubt it. Let's see if I can see the original YouTube video there. Oh, is it just something about fucking stop motion and all that? Are you shitting me? Smoother animation equation or doesn't equal better? Oh my God. Why am I getting linked to some guy talking about that? Dead serious. What happened in the early 2000s to mid 2010s when we would see Bollywood scenes, and this is some commenter, exactly like this, and laugh at how horrible it is. I remember that too. True Hollywood feeding a certain slop to the masses, and this is seen as a masterpiece instead of disaster class. Somebody said how many, like, I wonder how many H-1Bs are in Hollywood. That's actually a really good point. It's actually a really good point. Mr. Humvee did also point out that the Vince Gilligan show did look like a petri dish. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. He said, I think it's going to be about acid.
Base.
So like, there's another drug dealing show. Is Vince stuck on that? Is that it? Is Vince just going to be doing like the different drugs? Is he going to be running through them?
Maybe he just really wanted meth to be legal, so he made Breaking Bad, and then it turns out, wait a minute, I can make money doing this instead.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess like, what would an acid show be about? How about we pitch that to Vince? We're telling Vince what we want this acid show to be about. It can't just be the dude tripping balls.
I can't.
Unless it is. What if he's just spiking the town's water supply with acid, and then we see what happens from there?
Bro, that's literally climax. I keep telling you to watch that movie.
I haven't watched it. Yeah.
You got to watch it. It's interesting.
Somebody spikes the town's water supply with acid.
No, that somebody spikes the punch bowl and they just go insane. It's crazy. Well, it's not even punch; it's sangria, but same concept.
But nobody climaxes into the punch bowl.
I'm not gonna spoil the movie.
Whoa!
I'm not.
You're saying it's possible.
I'm not going to spoil the movie. You gotta watch the
Dude, you were making it legitimately sound like somebody climaxed into the punch bowl.
Listen, bro, just watch the goddamn movie, and then I don't have to.
Dude, I don't know if I want to watch it with that happening.
Listen, bro, you just gotta. I saw it. Now you gotta watch it. That's how this works.
Okay, that's how this works. Okay, so you're saying that would be an unoriginal show? It would be like uninspired.
If he knows the movie, then yeah, it would be inspired.
Well, I'm just saying uninspired in general. Like it's there's nothing new to it. You know what I mean? It's derivative.
I mean that depends on his knowledge of other stuff. But yeah, I mean I guess in the sense that it's still a drug show. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean it depends on what you're doing, right? Like if it's not about a dealer, if it's just somebody that like. I don't know how you would make a whole show about somebody that likes spiking a town's supply of water though with acid, right? How would you make that last that long?
Bravo, Vince.
As a show.
You made 16.
Yeah, bravo, Vince. Vince is gonna give us a bravo moment, man. I know it. He's gonna pull through. Huh?
He's gonna find a way to do it for 6 seasons straight.
Vince is going to climax.
Whoa.
Though I feel like that was Breaking Bad. No, I mean, come on. And Better Call Saul was just that second round. It lasts longer, kind of. It didn't really in the show's time, but
is like magnum opus where you can't really claim it until the person's either dead or done with like their work entirely.
Yeah, fair enough. So we don't know.
Not until he dies, or is done.
Not until he dies, or is done. Okay, fair enough. So Vince could still shock us with something even better than Breaking Bad, but it's it's like, can he?
At that point,
I mean,
so it could be the case that he makes something better than Breaking Bad, but because of the attachment, nostalgia, and I guess newness of Breaking Bad in the context of when it was released, it would never be considered the better show. So in that case, no. But in the case that it's possible for him to make something better, probably, yeah. Depends on how good he is as a creator.
He already something better. Better Call Saul.
Yeah, it's in the title.
Exactly. How could it not be? Now, the thing is, though, people actually do debate that. So there are people in the camp of like, it is the better show. Obviously, there are just people that think it's a great show aside Breaking Bad. But then there are those that like think it's a little too drawn out. In the episodes, like they think it goes a little too slow, all of that. But I don't really feel that. I mean, I felt it maybe a little bit at some points, but not like to the point where I'm like, oh, this makes it bad or unwatchable or like it ruins the quality. It was more like it's just not the same as Breaking Bad, but it doesn't make it like way worse or something, or even if it's not as good in some moments, right? But I mean, overall, I still think it was a great show. I think that ending season was good. And I mean, even like, I think the ending, the way the show ends kind of raises the question of if it, like, was it actually the better way to end it? I think it can be reasonably questioned which one was the better ending and which one overall like had the better arc, like for the character and all that. I mean, especially given the like philosophy of Jimmy as a character is like one of a guy that actually is redeemable, whereas Walt was like he's gone, but he got the ending he wanted and it was satisfactory to watch. Okay, well, Mr. Greg got booted again somehow. I guess we'll see him in another minute here. What else could we do, or I guess Vince do? What else could Vince do other than a show about a guy that spikes a water supply? What would your proposal be? Do you have a different one for acid? If we're going on acid? Well, I mean, if we're giving Vince the idea of acid,
We're going on acid.
I get. Well, that's the show. Vince doses every person watching with acid, and then just plays them Madagascar on repeat. That's the show. Bravo!
You should watch Climax.
This is truly a Bravo Vince moment. Okay. Do you have an alternative though?
Nah. I guess you could maybe
If you were
do somebody maybe slowly, like the user, the protagonist is a user or whatever.
Instead of a dealer.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. What kind of arc could we have for somebody at that point? Like, what is the progression of that character? I mean, obviously you could see, like, you know, depending on what that drug actually ends up being, like this person, which again, it probably could be acid, but if it is a drug related show, you know, a person could deal with, I mean, like, I don't know that you're going to see like addiction even being a factor at this point, right? You just, it's like, man, my life kind of got better while I was doing it. Maybe if you overdo it, I don't know, hallucination, and you get stuck in the hallucination, but then it's a little too like disconnected from reality.
Secret Pete, subliminal messaging. Damn, bro. You know, I started drinking only soda in the morning and I started doing acid and I just feel amazing now. That's crazy.
Dude, I started my day with an orange juice and a Mexican Coke, and I felt so great in the morning. I felt really good this morning.
Wait, are you just saying that? Like that's something that happened now, or is that part of the?
No, it literally happened to me this morning.
Dude, I saw somebody throw out an orange yesterday, like a fully, not even an open orange, just a whole orange. He threw it out.
I don't like when my mommy packs that for me.
He was like, I don't want it anymore.
Why wouldn't you just like put that in a refrigerator or something?
Why not just give it to somebody? I was like tempted to be like, damn, dude, that's an unopened orange, and just grab it and have it for like a snack, but I don't know, bro.
You would be judged for digging in the garbage.
As I'm getting ready.
It's not even like.
As I'm getting ready to look for it in the trash can's just like, oh, you digging in me.
But I'm saying it's not even like an eclair like in the Seinfeld episode where George is getting even something that's on a paper on top of the trash. This is fully wrapped. It's like in its original. It's like you find a bag of chips in the packaging. This is the same concept.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
Why did you say that like Jerry?
It's the same thing. What are you getting mad about? Why are you getting upset? I mean, it's not like I dug it out thinking that it was touching the trash. I found it on its own in its.
Why would you throw out a perfectly good eclair anyway? Why would you not just save it or again give it to somebody?
Yeah, why didn't somebody just like not throw that out and just leave it where it was on the like in the offerings to begin with?
Was that just like how good
like the kitchen table
was, or you could just throw away shit and not worry about anything?
Maybe there was a bite taken out of it. I think.
I don't think there was.
It might have been there was a bite taken out of it, but it was left on the wrapper. Let me look it up. We're gonna investigate this one right now. Hold on. George Eclair. Excuse me. Oops. I didn't mean to Can you hear that though? When I was playing it?
No.
Oh,
No.
might have to reshare it because this chick's laugh was crazy. Okay, and then Humvee says the best superhero is Bible Man. Isn't that just Jesus? Let's see. And then he says he doesn't like oranges, but he enjoys orange juice. I mean, I like oranges. Nice,
I
juicy
don't understand
ones.
how that's possible.
Huh? What'd you say? What?
I don't understand. How
Oh,
that's
that you like.
possible.
Well, the orange juice, I mean, you don't have to like chew on it. It's just a nice, like refreshing, like drink. I mean, the oranges are, I like oranges. And I mean, I think maybe the problem might be that he just gets the dry ones, you know? Because when I get a dry orange, then I'm kind of like, oh, okay. But when it's a nice juicy orange, I'm like, this is heaven. Nice sweet juicy orange.
You guys are weird.
I'm weird. You like dry oranges?
It's like, why would that be the first thing you think of when you say a general statement of I don't like oranges, but I like orange juice? Obviously, we could assume that we're talking about the normal version of each.
Well, but I'm thinking maybe he, in his time of eating oranges, hasn't gotten a lot of sweet, moist oranges, like, you know, the juicy oranges. Maybe that's hard to come across for him, where he's getting oranges.
Bro, how?
I don't know. I've had instances where I get the dry oranges and I'm disappointed, you know? Maybe he just has bad luck with oranges.
Dude, that's crazy.
It could be the first time he tried an orange, it was kind of dry. Then he was deterred from trying oranges again. He tries another one and boom, it's dry again, you know?
On the road again.
Okay. He says, would you eat a random eclair?
I'm not really big on pastries these days.
I mean, like, is he saying from the trash or is he saying an eclair that, I mean, what does that mean? Like the filling's random? Or like the location's random? I stumble across it on the street? Is it in my home?
At a party, maybe?
He says also, I don't like eating oranges like the pulp. I mean, I don't like the juice with the pulp. I like the juice, no pulp.
Yeah, you could take it or leave it.
Okay. I mean, I've had pulpy orange juice. I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad because it's like fresh squeezed and all that. But I don't want like pasteurized orange juice from the store with pulp in it. Like what? Why would I want that?
Why do they pasteurize orange juice? That's really stupid.
I think for storage purposes.
That's kind of annoying.
He says like if you found it randomly where, you know, but the Natalie's one is pretty good because the problem with a lot of orange juice is that they like reincorporate, they like concentrate it and then I don't know if that's the thing for every orange juice, if the only ingredient is oranges or if it's only the ones that are the ones that say orange juice from concentrate. I need to look into that. But there are a lot of orange juice brands. What they'll do is they'll concentrate it, then reconstitute it with water. And I feel like that's something they would have to add on the ingredients, but you don't know with these, you know, companies and stuff, you know, but anyway, the problem is that they reincorporate orange juice flavor packs into the orange juice itself. It's not even like 100% like just the concentrated water at that point. It's also like flavor packs to make it taste more like orange juice. Why didn't you just give me the orange juice to begin with? But the Natalie's brands taste really good, man. And they make a tangerine juice. Oh, it's so good.
Real.
Like if you found the eclair randomly is what Humvee's saying here. So I find it on the street randomly. I'm trying to think if like, okay. Oh, he said on the street. So he says, like, if you found a random eclair on the street or at work, would you eat it? Those are two different places, though. I find it on the street. I'm not going to eat that eclair. Homeless dude could have fucked that. Somebody could have sneezed on it with AIDS. I don't think that's how AIDS transfers, but they could have cut themselves and touched it with AIDS. I don't know. And then if I found it at work, I don't think somebody that had AIDS with a bloody hand touched it, you know, or I don't think some homeless guy jerked off into it. I could be wrong. But I think it's better to take the risk at work. But at that point, you'd want to ask, did somebody, like, is this somebody's eclair? Can I eat this? And then they tell you the backstory behind the eclair. So I guess the answer is no, because if I found it on the street, I wouldn't eat it. If I find it at work, I'd ask about it first. So no, I wouldn't just eat it, you know? Like, if it's not my eclair, I'm asking where this came from. I'm asking somebody, is this your eclair? Do you still want it?
Yes.
There's no foreseeable outcome in which, like, I find an eclair randomly and just eat it, like, no questions asked, unwrapped. I'm wondering what Humvee's answer to this would be. I feel like there must be some situation in which he randomly eats an eclair. Okay, let's see this trash eater clip, though, from Seinfeld. George's girlfriend's laugh here is crazy. The customs with the family.
Hey, let's do this soon. I had fun, huh?
Can I offer you anything to eat?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Let me help you with these dishes, huh?
So yeah, they're already packing everything up, taking all the dishes away. You don't see any eclairs in sight. They probably threw those out.
You don't have to.
No, I know I don't want to.
George, you are such a gentleman.
I'd argue if I could, Mrs. Enright. Here we go. All right.
Ah, so there was a bite out of the eclair. I was right. That's why it was thrown out to begin with. I don't know who takes one bite of an eclair. Maybe it was a bad eclair. You know, at that point, I'd be wondering, like, why would you eat an eclair that was thrown out unless you had eaten the eclair before, like a different one, right? And Mr. Greg, again, is out of here. He'll come back in a second. But my rationale here is if this eclair was already thrown out, you see a bite out of it. First of all, you don't know whose bite this is, but hey, you know, people care a lot more these days about who bit what, right? But you know, on top of that, you see an eclair that's already bitten out of. So you're already making a judgment call here, and you have to incorporate the fact that somebody found this not worthy of finishing. Now, a person could have been just so stuffed that they didn't want to finish it, but at the same time, it's like, who just bites an eclair once? You know, maybe you'd eat a little more of it before you decide, that's enough, right? So, I mean, clearly, you're wondering, I mean, you should be wondering, why didn't this person find it worthy of eating the rest? What was wrong with it? Maybe it fell on the floor before it was on this trash can in the manner that it was. Maybe somebody, like, I don't know, sneezed on it. Who knows? There could be anything wrong with this eclair. But George here, he's thinking, man, that eclair just looks too good to go to waste. So he's like, let me bite out. You know, I think the bite would deter me to begin with if I found this eclair. Like, if it were a perfectly good eclair. I mean, because even Mr. Greg talks about this story where he ate a black and white cookie that he found like this, I think, in some sort of similar manner. And so, you know, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that if you find something in such good condition, you're going to want to consume it, you know? But this is not that same kind of condition. I mean, at least he's biting it from the other end. And then on top of that, he doesn't even eat it. He takes the part that was in his mouth out of there.
No, Lindsay, it was not in the garbage. It was above the garbage. Hovering. Like an angel. Of course I know your aunt bit it. I kissed her goodbye. Listen, can I tell you something else? In my family, we used to eat out of the garbage all the time. It was no big thing. That's right. Okay. Bye-bye.
If your family's eating out of the garbage, that kind of doesn't make much sense. Like, why would you guys be throwing stuff away to begin with if you know you're going to go back and eat it? Like, at that point, you'd have to want to eat out of the garbage, like specifically.
I'm back in. She gave me a second chance.
Good for you.
Yes, good for me.
You know what you should do now? Get her some flowers, smooth it out.
Yes, flowers. I will get her flowers. I will go to the floor. You call this coffee?
I don't really see, what was this again having to do with the eclair at all? Oh, yeah, because he looks bad because he starts wiping the coffee down with the newspaper, and then I think the mom also sees him doing that on top of already having eaten an eclair out of the garbage. So he looks more homeless.
Here you go. Don't worry about a thing. It's gonna be fine. There we go. Look at this. Look at this one. Is that right?
Yeah. Was there another one which he messed it up? I can't remember.
And my mother's having a little party.
Him like fully naked looking at the poster that he gets lost in. It was like some of the like poster where the image comes out at you, which I never really got. I don't think I've seen one of those. Either that or I just didn't experience it. I don't know. Greg, have you ever had like that thing? Have you ever seen one of those pictures they were talking about in Seinfeld where if you keep looking at it for a while, like an image comes out at you or something?
No.
Yeah, I don't exactly, you got to speak up, but I don't know exactly what they're talking about when they were saying that. Seinfeld image that pops out.
No.
Yeah, no, I heard that, but I just meant you just had to speak up in general. Let's see. The episode highlights the frustration many experience trying to make out the 3D hidden image within the seemingly random pattern. It is revealed that the random image in Mr. Pitt's poster is a spaceship and planets. So what's it called, though? What's the image called? I can't find the name of the type of photo that they're talking about or the art. Let me look up Seinfeld 3D art. Mr. Pitt. Maybe if I open it in a new tab, we can try and take a look. Oh my God, I hate Reddit. I hate how these images don't just open in a new tab when you try doing it. Like Reddit has this gay thing where you have to get into another tab of Reddit where you can't actually zoom into a photo. And then if I try into the same link, yeah. Fuck. How am I supposed to see this? How am I supposed to see the photo? Bro. Because of the image. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. never could see the images. He says he's seen one of them, but you're colorblind. So I don't think you're going to ever see that. I don't think there was a chance. You didn't have a chance, bro. God made you without the ability to do that. But at least you don't have Down syndrome. But you do have to choose whether you want to be with a Down syndrome Asian or a black woman. And you're going to have to decide that in the comments because you posed this hypothetical to us Now you're going to have to answer for yourself, sir. Well, anyway, that was pretty much what I had for the night, unless you have anything else for yourself, Mr. Greg, who keeps dropping out of the show and is finally back this time, I suppose.
No.
Why do you keep getting far away? Get close! You gotta be like this to the mic.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, we've had a night. We watched stuff. We talked about stuff. Vince Gilligan will do it again, I think. I have faith in Vince. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's going to be a trailer of the show, like I said, but countdown going on, and it's supposed to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen. Or maybe the day after.
Nothing.
Let me check.
Ever
I think it's tomorrow.
happens.
Let me look it up. There was like some, it turns out to be like an AI Indian woman. I should have shown that. It was actually pretty funny. Yeah, I'm going to have to show that before we get off. So this is the actual like Apple TV teaser thing. I guess there's like 16 hours. When's that? Meaning 12 hours and again 10:30. Another 40 minutes past that 11. Meaning 4 like 5 o'clock. So I suppose it's like a teaser. It releases a show at 5 p.m. I think it's just gonna be a teaser. Trailer, whatever. And then we'll get to know. We'll get to know what's going on. Someone's my hog in there. Okay, let's see here. Let's see that news article, dude. Check this out. This is called Mirror 7 News. Oh my god, you can already see it.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Okay, we need to skip this. Get out of here. Get out.
Watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay us.
So here's something I'm genuinely excited. Vince Gilligan, the genius behind Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, is officially back with something new. And no, this isn't a return to meth labs or courtrooms. Apple TV
Dude, like
Plus
who the
just
hell
dropped-
made this is my question. Who the hell made this video? Who starts it with this kind of woman? Who?
You're watching Mirror
Like this was Indian, man. But also, like, did they have ChatGPT write the script?
face drawn inside a petri dish. It's strange. It's simple. It's genius. Yes.
It's genius, but we don't know what it means yet. We don't know what it means.
It's Gilligan all over again. We don't know much yet. But here's what's who you'll remember as the incredible Kim Wexler from Better Call Saul, will star in this upcoming show. The teaser.
Apparently, according to this legitimate news source, the same woman that played Kim Wexler will be in this. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be kind of weird seeing a show made by Vince Gilligan where she is in it and isn't Kim. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Is minimalist but effective. Black text, a countdown clock, and a petri dish of all things. It suggests science fiction, mystery, and an undercurrent of something deeply unsettling. The smiley face? It's the kind of visual that sticks with you, especially when it's coming from someone like Gilligan. According to what Gilligan hinted at years ago,
This project is science fiction, but grounded in a very real version of our world. It's not the same Albuquerque we knew from Breaking Bad, but it still is Albuquerque. Just twisted, transformed.
It's Albuquerque. That's weird. I don't even know if this is like any of this is legitimate. It's like really weird that this person, I don't even know where this information is coming from. It could be all bullshit. But if that's really what it is, it's the Kim Wexler actor in Albuquerque, science fiction, but it's not really the same Albuquerque. Someone said AI news station with a heartbreak emoji. Someone says, don't you like it? Like, bro is like so Indian. Don't you like it? Oh my God. Gen AI slop. Someone says not Gen AI, but it's still AI. It's not even the fact that it's AI. It's like the fact that like it's not the fact that people use AI, right? You know, I know people complain, oh, it's AI, but for me, it's not the fact that something's AI or not AI, but it's like when a voice is AI and it doesn't sound like a genuine person. Yeah, that's a problem. I want to hear from a person. I don't want to hear either from like a fake like person here either. So I mean, you know, there's ways to tell stories with AI, I guess, you know, like I suppose you could like have it as visuals in a video and it wouldn't be the worst thing, man, if you were like somehow incorporating it well. But yeah, this is slop. This is in fact slop. It's not even, I mean, it like, I guess it's like you think AI when you see it, but it's more about the fact that like this is just slop. It's not even using the tool in a way that makes it good. You can use tools in ways that turn things good, but this is just shit. Also, again, I don't know where Rhea, I don't even know how to spell her name. Rhea Seehorn. That's Seehorn. New show. Let me look that up. You said what?
Exactly how it sounds.
No, but the Seehorn is SEE, like C, more.
Exactly.
So the Independent does say it actually does star her. Let's see. And then it's described in 2022 as a sci-fi drama and compared to The Twilight Zone. Most details are still under wraps, but we still know a little bit about what's to come. In 2022, Deadline previously stated that it was set in our world and would explore human nature in unexpected ways, adding that it was thought-provoking but not a morality tale. How is it not a morality tale if you're talking about human nature? It still takes place in Albuquerque, yeah, albeit a very different one. Yeah, that's it's literally just taking from the Independence article and restating it. The world changes very abruptly in the first episode, and then Gilligan said, and the consequences that reaps hopefully provide drama for many episodes that come after that. Interesting. I don't know what this is going to be like 100%, but apparently the Independent article says the first trailer, it's going to be the first trailer that's set to premiere tomorrow at 5, apparently. I think 5, based on the timeline that they were giving on that countdown. So there you go. That's what it's most likely going to be. We had our predictions. Apparently Kim's not going to spike people. We don't know if she's going to spike the town's water supply with acid or not, but and then force them to watch Madagascar. But I kind of hope that's what it is. Anyway, that concludes our weekly meeting. Unless Mr. Greg has anything to say right here and now.
Our weekly convention.
On the podcast.
The podcast ever.